Good morning, class 9. I hope all of you are doing well. I want to tell you one thing that this time we had an online assessment examination, and I have found that most of you have done very well in your examination. I am very glad about it, and I want you all to perform like this in future also. Okay, do in the more better way. Okay, so since this was the first time you have done very well, okay, still I want you all to do in a better way in the future. Okay, let us continue with the chapter. In the last class we have learned about Tapti river basin. Today we are going to learn about the Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. Okay, let us start. The Godavari river basin is one of the largest river basin in the southern India. Okay, the Godavari is the largest peninsular river, as we know. You can see here, it is one of the largest peninsular river. Now, why peninsular? Because it lies in the peninsular part of India. As you can see, this region is the peninsular part of India. Since it is surrounded by water on three sides, that is why this land mass is called the peninsular India. Okay, and the river Godavari is considered to be one of the longest and the largest river basin in the southern part of India. Okay. It rises from the slope of Western Ghat in the Nasik district of Maharashtra. So it starts from here, okay, from the Maharashtra, and since the land is sloping towards the east, that's why the river also flows towards the east, okay. Now the next thing is about the Godavari is that the length of the river Godavari is about 1500 kilometers. It flows eastward and drain into Bay of Bengal. As I have told you that it is flowing eastward, so obviously it will drain into the Bay of Bengal. Okay, remember this that the river is not flowing another side, that is towards the west, but it is flowing towards the east because the land is sloping towards the east. Okay, please remember this. We are going to learn in points. Okay, now let us see the next point. Now we are going to talk about the river basin. I have told you about the river. Now we will talk about the river basin. Its basin is the largest river basin in the peninsular India. Since it is the largest river, it covers most part of the states. Okay, in the southern part of the states, it covers most part of the area. So that is why it is considered to be the largest river basin in the peninsular India. Okay. Now the next point is the basin covers parts of Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, and Andhra Pradesh. So as I told you that it covers most part of the state. So we came to know that it covers what are the states that it covers. First one is Maharashtra, then Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, and Andhra Pradesh. Okay, students, as I said you that river Godavari forms the largest river basin in the peninsular India. Now we are going to learn with the help of map why it is considered as the largest river basin of the peninsular India. So please look at the map. Okay, so this is your map of Godavari river basin, and the line which is passing from here, okay, from west to east. Okay, this bold one is your river Godavari. While flowing from west to east, it is joined by number of rivers, okay, and which forms a huge dendritic pattern. Now let us see what are those rivers. River Puran, River Panganga, River Vaja, River Venganga, River Pancha, River Banjara. Okay, these are the tributaries of river Godavari. Okay, among these tributaries, some of the tributaries are very large. Okay, among those are River Banjara, River Panganga, and River Vainganga. These are the larger tributaries of river Godavari, and among these, the longest tributary of river Godavari is River Pranitha. Okay, now since this is a very large river and covers the most part of the states, okay, that is why it forms a largest river basin of the peninsular India. Okay, because of its length, its cover, and the area it cover, okay, it is considered to be as the Eastern Ganga or Dakshin Ganga. Okay, river Godavari is also considered as a Dakshin Ganga because of its length and the area it's cover. Okay, so this is all about river Godavari basin. Now we are going to talk about river Mahanadi basin. Okay, students, now we are going to understand about three more river basin. Let us see what are those rivers. Okay, first one is about Mahanadi. Okay, we'll understand this. Mahanadi river basin lies here. Next one we'll be understanding about river Krishna. Okay, and the Krishna river basin lies here. and lastly we'll discuss about the Kaveri river basin, okay, and which lies here. So let us begin here, okay. The Mahanadi rises in the highlands of Chhattisgarh. It flows through Odisha to reach the Bay of Bengal here, okay. Rises in the state of Chhattisgarh, okay. Highlands of Chhattisgarh, and slowly it flows through Odisha and then finally it drains into Bay of Bengal, okay. The length of the river is about 860 km, which is less than the what we have discussed earlier, that is Godavari, okay, which is less than the Godavari. The drainage basin is shaped by Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand and Odisha, and you know that Maharashtra lies here, so drainage basin is shaped by Maharashtra and then Jharkhand, Odisha and Chhattisgarh, okay, which is located here, which you can see in the political map of India, okay. Now next one we will be learning about the Krishna river basin, which I have already told you, which is lying here, okay. It rises from the spring near Mahabaleshwar. The length of the river is about 1400 km, okay. Mahabaleshwar, okay, from here it rises and then slowly it drains into the Bay of Bengal, okay, and the length of the river is about 1400 km, okay, which is quite long. The river is joined by number of tributaries and drains into the Bay of Bengal. Now let us see what are the tributaries that joins the river Krishna and then finally it drains into Bay of Bengal. Those tributaries are Tunga, Bhadra, then next one is the Koyana, then Ghat, then Munsi, and the last one is Bhima. These are the tributaries of river Krishna, okay. It drains, the drainage basin is shaped by Maharashtra, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. These are the three states which shares the drainage basin of river Krishna, okay. Okay students, now let us understand about the Kaveri river basin, okay. As I have told you that the Kaveri basin lies here, now we are going to talk about it in detail, okay. Let us see the origin first. The Kaveri rises in the Brahmagiri range of Western Ghat and it reaches Bay of Bengal in the south of Cuddalore in Tamil Nadu. Okay, this is your south of Cuddalore in Tamil Nadu. Okay, and finally it drains into Bay of Bengal. The length of the river is about 760 km only. Okay, and the main tributaries of river Kaveri are Amravati, Bhavani, Hemavati and Kavini. Okay, these are the main tributaries of river Kaveri. Now let us see what are the states which are drained by river Kaveri. Okay, the states covered by drainage basin are Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. These three are the southernmost part of the peninsular India. Okay, these states lies in the southernmost part of the peninsular India and it is drained by river Kaveri. Okay, so this is all for today. We have learned about Godavari river basin, then we learned about Mahanadi river basin, Krishna river basin and Kaveri river basin. Okay, this is all for today and now I am going to provide you with some home assignment. Please note it down. Okay students, so we have discussed some of the drainage basin of India today, okay, and I hope you have understood it. Please revise the concept once again at home, okay. Now this is a home assignment for you all. Please note it down. The first one is name the biggest waterfall in India, okay. The second one is write a short note on the second biggest waterfall of India. Now this question you have to find the answer by yourself. For this question you have to do some research, okay. The question is based on do some research, that is why you have to do some research to get the answer, okay. Some of the answer will be in your book only and some of the answers you will not get in your book, so you have to find it, okay. Question 3, beside the major rivers which we discussed in the online session, that is today, okay, there are some other small rivers that flows towards the east. Beside the major rivers there are some other small rivers also that flows towards the east. We have discussed only the major rivers, we haven't discussed the smaller rivers. So your work is to find out which are those small rivers that flows towards the east, okay. After finding those rivers, you have to locate those rivers on the physical map of India. And one more thing that is to be noted is that you have to draw the map of India, physical map of India, and then you have to represent these rivers, okay. After finding those rivers, you have to represent on it, and then you can send your home assignment in my WhatsApp number. Okay, students. So this is all for today. Now I am going to end the session here only. You all do your best, give your best towards your study. Okay, you all take care, stay safe. Thank you.